Well, hello there.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
Today is the 26th of January
January
2025, and it's a Sunday, a very wet, windy,
Cold.
cold, rainy Sunday in the UK. But anyway, welcome.
There
We
is a
have,
storm.
oh yeah, called
Some areas.
Area Winner or something like that. A very peculiar name. Thanks for coming. Is this, well, I don't know who, I don't want to say a name. Say hi in the comments and then I'll see who you are. Some people have been chatting before we came live on air, like
Hey,
Noy
Noi is in Hawaii. Aloha.
and Tareen. Hello. Noy saying hi to Tareen. And Noy says, because today's topic is things that you can't say to people these days. It's just rude or just not acceptable. What are some of the things? Noy says, there's a lot you can't say. Anything negative, zip it. And Noy also says, think before you say anything, for you can't take it back. That's so true. And she says, the worst for us women, when are you due? Are you expecting? Did you just have a baby? And you're not even pregnant. Just a pleasantly full bodied woman. Well, hi to Garden of Grace. No, it says she'll see us later or on replay.
Oh, what time is it for Noi in Hawaii?
What did she say? It was 7:45 a.m.
a.m.
So when it was quarter to
6
here, it's 7:45, quarter to 8 in the morning, Sunday morning, where North is.
So right now it's 8 o'clock in Hawaii.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Hello, it's the same here, wet and windy.
Oh,
yeah, we have a storm brewing, so we have something in common today, Miss Beryl. How are you? And before this catches you by surprise, Miss Beryl, today we're going to do half an hour, and you'll be pleased to know that we're not going over to vertical live on YouTube because we have 1.5 man right here now. One
of the man them sick.
Half. How are you though, okay, Beryl? What are some of the things, Beryl, you think you can? Oh, sorry. It's got dark since after 3. 6 now, but it was dark, getting dark from after 3. Anyway, what are some of the things you think you can't say to people these days, Beryl? Other than those ones, no, I said. If people look fattish, you can ask them about baby.
Ask them if when they're having the baby or what.
Yeah. What about like if they have you had your dinner already?
Why? Because the belly look big. Hi, Barbara Hudson.
Hey, Barbara. Jolie, welcome, Barbara. Thanks for coming. Joe always sucks.
Immune system needs boosting up. That's not true. I have not been ill in a very long time.
Yeah. What would you suggest anyway to build up immune system?
We know the immune booster, which we haven't had recently.
Yeah, that's
We're
true.
out of garlic. We need to buy some garlic. But I haven't had a cold in a very long time. Anyway, cold is the least of some people's worries here. Some people have bigger problem than this.
She's sick, I mean. Yeah, she have a cold right now, but she hasn't been sick with cold at least for a long time. Yeah.
In fact, one day this week I missed work, and apart from when my sister was ill, that's the first time I was missing work, absent from work since I started, and the next month will be 1 year since I started. Oh, not next month, not February, it's March. March will be 1 year, and it's my first one day off.
Thank you so much for joining us for Happy Hour. Today is Sunday, the 26th of January, 2025. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Joe.
I'm Lisa. Please do remember to give a thumbs up. If the live finishes and you still forget, do it after the live. That's okay.
It's happy half an hour today because I'm a bit under the weather. My throat is sore.
My sore is throat.
Yeah.
And it's cold. I know the heating is on behind me here, and it does feel okay if you put your hand on it. But the atmosphere, just cold and dark.
I'm sat by the window.
Yeah.
which is cold. Anyway, what are some of the things you can't ask?
Something always wrong with her.
Boy. What are some of the things you can't say to people these days? I have a couple. The first one, Beryl,
is that your real hair?
Do you agree with that one? You can't
but why you can't ask people? It's their hair. They bought it. But some people would be offended if it's like a wig. But why? It's yours.
They never say,
is that the hair God gave you? That's not what you asked. So it should be okay, in it, Beryl.
I think it's a way of saying your hair look false, in it. When somebody look at you and says that your real hair, it look false. And thankfully for some people, nice and long and lovely hair look false, but it's theirs.
Yeah. Soca Wine in the place. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Left that for me, Joe. What? Or the hair? Is that what you mean? Welcome, Soca Wine. How is it in your neck of the woods? We have terrible rainy weather, cold.
I think Soca Wine dark. Was in New York.
Yeah. Our parasol broke in the wind.
Oh, the garden umbrella.
And this is a no spend one, so I don't know how we're going to manage.
No spend what?
More year.
Nothing is going to happen to you if you don't have a garden umbrella for 1 year.
Yeah. People used to say, if I have false teeth, is that because they're very white?
That's something that some people feel offended to if you ask them. You have false teeth? I remember once when I went to college and we were introducing ourselves and talking about things that we like and don't like and so. And I said something about false teeth, not knowing that my roommate had a full set of false teeth.
Cold and just cloudy. It looked like some weather system going on the world over.
Is it snowing though, or has it snowed? Well, the lady did say it had snowed.
Earlier it had snown.
Yes, so you can't ask people if that is their real teeth, or is false teeth you're having, or if that is their real hair. Neither, and also it is inappropriate to ask people when you're having the baby.
Yeah. Unless they tell you that they're pregnant.
You can't ask people how you're fat, so.
Especially in our society, that is like a taboo. You see the person and they're fat. And you can't.
Why are you pointing it out?
You're fat enough, or you put on weight, you're not allowed.
Right, you can't say you put on weight. Why are you putting on so much weight? Box them.
Mine too, the wind took away my umbrella at my stand on Friday. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. So how did you manage? And that is to protect you from sun, not true? Not this weekend, but I think next week will be
snowing in New York. We had a YouTube friend who was in New York this past week. I think they left. I don't know if it's Sunday gone or today Sunday.
I don't think it's today, or he couldn't edit yet. So I think it's Sunday gone.
Remember that when they reach back, on the Sunday is early morning. Normally the flights reach back.
Me, I see here and still dumb and deaf at the same time. So you prefer not say nothing?
Yeah.
Sometimes, your mouth get into gear before your head, your brain. So you say something and you just blurt it out before you even think that it might offend the person. That's just how it is.
Any other idea what you can't say to people these days or ask people? I have another one. What is your job title?
Some people don't have no job title.
Like why? They don't work anywhere, you mean?
They work, but not everybody have job title.
I think people, recently I was doing a survey, a research survey, and it asked the question, what is my job title? Now, mine is not very common. So if I type it in, people go to Google that and then find out how much pay I get and borrow money from me. So.
Well, it is a big thing not to say. It's so true. So true, so cool. And you embarrass people if you say that. until it turned the embarrassment on you.
But what about the opposite? If somebody look really mager, are you allowed, if they look really slim, to say, how you slim so? Or you all right?
Up here you can't tell people them all really.
Oh, that's ageist.
Yeah.
What about the job title, Soca Wine? Are you okay with that? And Garden of Grace as well?
Oh, you know, one of the
and
things,
anybody else?
You too. Please do as well. Remember your thumbs up. Some people don't want you to ask them simple things like where they work. You know, like you can do anything to them by learning where they work.
You can.
The suspicious world.
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Job title. Is that okay to ask people what's their job title?
Garden of Grace, I saw a lady and thought she was getting fat. Then a year later, she telling me about her daughter. And I asked, when you get daughter? She said, you is one of those who thought I was fat.
So she was pregnant then?
I saw. How much you get paid? People
What's
don't
your
want.
salary?
Yeah. People don't want. Or how much did you make? If you like you work for yourself, how much did you make at the job fair or at the garden fair or whatever? Yeah. So Kawan say I have no problem with that because I'm not thieving. It's an honest way of living. I believe
she's
so
okay
as well.
To share a job title and so.
And how much you work.
I used to admire that about people here when I just came. You used to have like people who were, let's say, a nurse, and her husband worked like on the rubbish truck, but they didn't hold back in saying that's what his job is. Or a lady who was a teacher and her husband, what was it again? Like a groundsman, like a caretaker for the school,
for the
grounds.
Property.
Yeah. So I found that interesting because normally people, well, from my background, wouldn't want to say so happily
is a groundsman.
What job they do, especially if it's not something in line with what you do.
I don't like it when people say you must have a lot of money. It's because you have.
No, but because when they see you do a lot of things, maybe different jobs to make a living, people say, oh, so she have money.
You know what I don't like? A slightly off topic, but I don't like YouTubers. Not the YouTubers I don't like. I don't like when they say things like the mattress is $400, so I'll wait until we can't afford it now. And that they have thousands of views every video that they put out. You just know that they have the money to buy it. I don't like when I hear them say it.
Or like they go into charity shops looking for clothes for the kids.
I don't mind if they do that because that is
if they
like
also buy
new as well.
Clothes.
Yeah. So Kawan, if someone have a problem with my job or what, I will ask them if I am begging them for lodging or food. Yes.
Fiesti.
Your face is so Kawan. Welcome. Right. Thank you so much for joining us for happy half an hour today. Because she not feeling so well.
Right. The next one is asking somebody, is that a boy or a girl?
Oh yeah.
Is a boy? Is a man that or is a woman? These days it's so confusing. I saw a crime. I didn't watch it, but I saw one where a pastor killed his wife because he found out that it was a transgender person. No, that's the world we're in now, where you can't look and tell anymore.
Just tell the gender.
Yeah, I see some on TV, really beautiful, well made up, and it's hard to tell. Sometimes only because they're very tall and big boned.
Yeah.
You sort of see it's a man, but they dress like, as a woman. But that's one of them.
I'm struggling and doing lots of things to make ends meet, and they think I am rich. I understand. Yeah, if I tell you the amount of things I've done in my lifetime, Beryl. True.
And you're not rich.
I'm not rich.
Yeah, but you have to pay your bills, so you don't just lay back or
beg.
Yeah,
like some people would
try.
Just beg. Thanks for joining us. Please remember your thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Joe, I hope you feel better, Soca Wine says.
Thank you so much, Soca
Thanks. That's kind of you, Soca Wine. Anybody who's here want to tell us something that these days you can't ask people, you can't say that. Can't say that.
About their hair, about their weight, about their gender. I see even emails I get nowadays. After they write their name at the bottom, they write under it, he or she.
Yeah, you have to announce your pronoun.
Yeah.
Because on some places as well, they'll say, what pronoun do you prefer? I prefer the one that God made me with. People, I'm asking if anyone have lodging for me and my family to get away from the DDoC. What is DDoC?
Oh, the Prime Minister.
Oh
my.
Come over here.
I'll file for you so you can come over.
Come over here, Soca Wine.
What else can you not politically correctly say to people or ask them? Because it will be seen as politically incorrect, especially in the modern society that we live now. Anything related to people's culture or country that they're from?
Or, some Africans and perhaps people from other places as well cook some things that have a strong smell. And some people, some people are not so kind to them when they talk about
food.
Or I wouldn't eat that because...
You really eat that? Yeah. That one is politically incorrect. Miss Lisa, we're always telling Miss Gardner of Grace about keep your pork. Or keep your pork, fire burn for your pork.
Yeah. It's not incorrect, you hear? You can ask people if someone is their father if you hear rumor.
That's an interesting one.
So and so is your father, and he made a dead stamp on this money, but they said no. Well, here is a jacket. Well, that don't exist here no more. It's either male or female as per Donald Duck.
Really? Has he given up with the other pronouns?
Here is the other genders. Have a long list of and or on an application also they'll ask you what is your preferred pronoun. Like you have to tell them. Right now, I'm cooking pork. Some people say, what smells so? Yeah. But I don't know.
For you, it is off-putting. It smells bad, but for other people,
them it's just acceptable, and that is what they eat. But as well, jackfruit. The smell put off some people, but I love the smell of jackfruit. But for some, it is off-putting. So we just have to learn to accommodate each other
and be tolerant.
Yeah. Would the others on here, the silent watchers, the peepers, what we call them again? What else do we call you? Silent watchers, eavesdroppers, peepers. Would you like to say in the comments something that you wouldn't consider asking or saying to people these days?
Or you think is inappropriate to ask or say to somebody else?
They usually have it on the application, but don't sign executive order for it to stop.
I hear that a lot of other things were stopped, What are some of them?
Tell us, because
something like...
I have not watched or listened to any news.
Like, not equal rights, but something about equality and diversity and so on. I saw it on TikTok. Maybe that's where this is coming from.
Oh, I don't like smell manish water. A lot of people, and I love the smell of manish water. Smell gamish or strong. You know what I was thinking today? Smell, I don't know if it's game, kind of raw turkey. Turkey. And as simple as you see it, enough a lot of people like broccoli. Broccoli. Can't stand the smell. Greetings, Pretty Nove, Jamaican representing.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Hi, my beautiful people and all in the chat. Welcome, Pretty Nove. Where are you coming to us from? I can tell that you have some Jamaican either background or connection or something, but welcome. Would you mind, Pretty Nove, subscribing to our channel? Would you? Do us that favor,
And
please.
help us as well. Is there anything you think we shouldn't be asking people or saying to people these days because it's politically incorrect?
I even heard they want to stop aid to Africa and Caribbean.
I haven't heard the news in detail, but I saw a little on TikTok last night. They were saying something about the equality laws and diversity, accepting diversity and so on. Like it's
a big thing here. It's a big thing. Acceptance of everybody, whatever and whoever they say they
whatever
are,
their ability or disability as well.
And some people these days are claiming that they're animals.
Yeah.
And they want you to appreciate that they are animals because
that's
they
how I
say they
see
are.
myself.
Jamaica to the world. Joanne Lisa is a whole list of things. Mr. Duck, stop. Really? Maybe I have to go search for news online. I don't know. I'm born Jamaican. I am a born Jamaican.
And now
I am a son
NYC.
of the soil.
What's the weather like in your part of NYC? We have Soca Wine, who is also in NYC. And she or he says it's rainy. Was it rainy and cold?
Yeah. And windy.
For us here, it's very rainy, very cold, very windy.
And we even have a little storm. Garden of Grace, who lives in Nevis, says it's windy and well, maybe not so cold, but windy and wet. A court stopped the executive order that say babies born to non-citizens are not citizens either. That's a good one. I didn't hear it at all, but that's good. I'm already subscribed to you from long time.
Oh,
thank you, dear. And Soca Wine said they're deporting people left, right, and center.
I heard something about people and their passports.
I was seeing on Instagram today a lady who said she went to some official place and they asked for her ID, but she had lost her, I don't know if it's Florida ID or whatever, she had lost it. So she gave them her Jamaican passport and the lady come back to her at the desk and said it's no longer accepted. She needs a American ID or a green card. So she said luckily she had it on her and give them that. Welcome, Patrice. How are you?
Hey, Patrice.
Happy Sunday. What's the weather like where you are? And Patrice, we're only doing 30 minutes on 4090 today because Joe is under the weather.
Yeah. Patrice, what are some of the things we can ask people or should be asking people these days?
Yeah.
Because it's not politically correct. He's doing a lot that will hurt a lot of people here in America and the world.
It will get ugly.
Well, and so many people were
guys have yourselves to blame because I don't know how you get to put him back. Hello, everyone in the chat room from Patrice. And Pretty Nove says it's not raining at all, but cold. Yeah, well, we have rain, wind, and very cold. They sent back some Brazilians in handcuffs, wasn't even called for. Oh my gosh. Hi, Patrice from Soca Wine. They even grab up people that is citizens and veterans and then have to let them go. So immediately,
yeah.
Because just the other day I heard, was it last week he was being inaugurated or whatever they call it? Well, it's almost 30 minutes. We have 6 hours to leave. Thanks for the reminder, Garden of Grace. He will win that case, and those that are born here of undocumented parents will be stripped of their citizenship. The court did put a temporary stop to it, but he appealed to the High Court and he will win it.
And he still owe them some money, I'm sure.
Hi, Soca Wine from Patrice. And Soca Wine say, I'm not to be blamed after I didn't vote for Duckman, but I will suffer also. Yes,
true. A lot of people.
By you, I mean Americans, not you each of you individually. I just mean Americans.
Yeah, a lot of people were happy because he seems like a business person and they think it will make the economy better.
Yeah.
But so many other things will not be better.
Yeah.
So it's not just watching, maybe some businesses will flourish, a lot won't. A lot of people will suffer, will be deported, will be traumatized, and their families, I imagine, some families will be split up as well because some are American citizens and the other partner is not, and they have children. So it's a lot, but
here in New York, a lot of people scared in the place. The place is a ghost town. Oh
so
gosh.
maybe the people stay in so that they're not scooped up.
Soca Wine say a businessman that sucks at business.
What else you can say to people these days?
Yeah.
The other day we were watching, I thought of like features that people have that you think is not real. Like we were saying, you can't ask people,
Hair.
is that your real hair? But the other day we were watching this show and I could tell something was wrong with this girl's eye.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually the girl revealed that
On
she
the
had
show.
like
And-
some illness when she was
Yeah.
a child and they had removed one eye and put in and something
A glass
prosthetic.
eye. Yeah.
It was the wrong one that I was looking on that something was wrong with. It's the other one.
So they
even
made a
that-
perfect one for her. Right. He advised all citizens to walk with their ID to avoid being put in that situation, which I don't mind carrying my ID. I do it all the time anyway. Well, I'm glad I got my Florida ID, but I can't be visiting Florida so often to make them renew it. How am I going to manage? Is it going to
How
be
long does it
against me
last
when I
for?
come? Is it a year or
Yeah, when
6
you get
months?
your state ID, how long does it last for?
Yes, they're going to people job and
And then
deport them. Soca Wine said they're going in schools, churches, and courthouse to deport people.
What a thing. Oh gosh. Didn't know the extent of it.
We can't tell people them not sick.
True, yes. Garden of Grace, you can't tell me. I am sick, honestly. And up to today I was fine, you know. Wednesday I wasn't feeling well at all. I was pained up all over, throat, headache, and so on. But Thursday and Friday wasn't so bad. This morning I was fine. I did everything I needed to do. But just coming on like 2 hours or so ago, was really sore throat and stuffy, bunged up, snotty. So you can't tell people they're not sick. Or people who say they are sick so they can't work.
Like, oh, yeah.
In
depending on benefits.
Right. You can't say, no, you're not sick. You don't know. Some illnesses are not visible.
Yeah. And some people, Soca Wine said, don't even show up to work
because they're afraid
to be scooped up. I have to go find some news and watch
on what's happening. I didn't know. Tomorrow, people, we have a quiz. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll feel much better. I'll medicate up myself and be ready for tomorrow's live happy hour session, and we hope you'll be there as well. It's a quiz tomorrow, and it will be a good one. Come ready with your general knowledge, but also with a twist to it. Think funny, think laugh. Yeah. All right, and that's for tomorrow.
Some sicknesses are not visible, Garden of Grace says. And Soca Wine say he even want a third term too. So it might have changed the constitution to say a president can allow to have
enough so much life, by the way.
Anyway.
Was his wife at the inauguration? I remember the last one, she was there and the son and so on. I didn't watch this one at all.
But she's not even saying the snippets of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have to pay bills tomorrow. All right. We love you and leave you until you come back.
See her tomorrow, yeah. She said.
A lot of people cannot blame no one but themselves, in my opinion. You cannot come to a country which is not your born, is not there your born, and not know the law, especially if you have been there for years.
Some people have not been doing anything to sort out themselves. Right. So it's going to catch them.
Yeah. And some people who might be trying to sort out now late, is going to say, no, too much time gone and you never sort out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully, by God's grace, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Pray for each other. And remember always that we rise by lifting others.
See you
Take
tomorrow.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.